A friend of Esther's recently, while they were taking a walk, was talking about his business and how he really likes it when his employees and he himself closes the loop when something is pending. They make a decision about something that's to be done, going to be done, and then when it's done, he wants to know that it has been taken care of. And sometimes he doesn't know, then he has to follow up. And sometimes when he follows up, it hasn't been done. And so he sometimes is in that uncomfortable place where has it or hasn't it? Or if it hasn't, maybe someone needs a nudge. Let's close the loop, he says. And as he said that to Esther, Esther liked it so much. And Esther thought about herself. She thought, I could do a way better job of closing the loop with those I'm working with because I get a new idea every minute. How do they keep up with which one I'm hot on and which one I've changed my mind on? In other words, closing the loop. It's really a good communicating skill. And then Esther got thinking about closing the loop is sort of like, and we agreed with her when she asked us about it, is sort of like when the manifestation of something that you've been wanting comes about. It's like that loop is closed. And even though we've spent quite a bit of time and lots of words on telling you a nice story about closing the loop, that's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is about the next loop that is opening, and the next one, and the next one. The continuing opening of new loops, the continuing opening of new loops, because we want you. We know so much. We watch you every day, and we know when your emotions rise to exhilaration and when you're flat and bored. We can see that you are emotionally roller coasterers much of the time, and that much of the way you feel is dependent upon how things are manifesting. You want those loops to close. How do I get the money out of the vortex into the bank? A common question for you. How do I get that man I've been asking for into my bed? How do I do that? And we want you to know that closing that loop will happen if you're consistently focused upon what you're wanting and not contradicting it with opposite thoughts. But most of all, in this part of our conversation, we want you to feel the importance of being easy about loops always being open, the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. Because so often you are only really happy when a loop is just closed and some award or reward or solution or something manifestational has just happened. So you sort of roam around with an undercurrent of unhappiness and unfulfilled going on, while you're yearning for fulfillment. But that yearning for fulfillment holds that loop open. And it holds it open in a resistant way. It's like you've got something stuck in that door and you don't let it come all the way to fruition. So we want to talk about how delicious those open loops are, because that's that savory, delicious position when you get to witness the coming together of the cooperative components for the fulfillment of the things you've asked for. And as you become one with this, as you begin to enjoy what's not finished but is in the process of becoming, your sense of worthiness, that's a good word. Your sense of deserving, that's even better word. Your sense of deserving kicks into high gear once you start on purpose launching rockets. Life helps you do that. You can't stop doing that. But when you watch your desires fly and you know that your inner being has hold of it, and that your inner being, by the way, important by the way, your inner being is the larger part of you, even though you're here in this body. You exist simultaneously. And you know what you need to know about your inner being? Your inner being is focused upon your desires with no resistance. When you point at something that you want with your life, your inner being points, and only points in the direction of your request, and never points in worrisome opposition like you sometimes do. And when you point in worrisome opposition, when you feel guilty or lonely or afraid or taken advantage of, or like something that you want isn't happening, when you do that, That negative emotion that you feel is your indicator that you're doing something that your inner being is not doing, pointing in opposition to the desire that you pointed at. So the reason that it is so important for you to understand that is because the law of attraction is the mechanism, new word someone presented on a broadcast, and we think it is the vibrationally most accurate word that we can find. Mechanism, the law of attraction is a mechanism that is responding to you. Like the field of gravity. You know about the field of gravity? You didn't go to gravity field school. We know you didn't. No one said, got to take this course or you might fly off into space. Nobody was worried about it. Everybody knew that your life would show you that if you step off a roof, you're going to fall, hopefully into the haystack down below. The law of attraction is like the law of gravity. It is consistent. You get what you think about. You get what you focus on. Because you activate a frequency when you focus. And the law of attraction matches those frequencies up with other frequencies that match them. So that whatever it is that you are giving your attention to is what you are calling to you. There is no assertion in this vibrationally based universe, in this attraction based universe. There's no such thing as no in this attraction based universe. When you shout no at something, your attention on it is calling it to you. So what your emotions are about is when you are calling to you something that your inner being is not calling to you. When you are calling to you the absence of what you told your inner being you want, when you are calling to you the opposite of who you are love in physical bodies. You are pure positive energy. You are uplifting creators. You are source energy in human form. And when you focus in opposition to that momentum that has been you for so very, very long, that's what negative emotion is about.